Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy Sophisticated Jerk. And today I want to go over this news clipping that I seen of like former NFL star Antonio Brown. So he was recently charged with attempted murder in, I guess, Miami. Something had popped off down there. Then I guess he tried to escape, go to Dubai, and now they caught him. They found him over there, and he's being extradited back to the States. So let me go ahead and pull this clip up. But this is a sad case because, man, this guy's a former NFL star, wide receiver, getting that bread, but just for some reason, he was always like an emotional guy, always attached himself to drama, got booted out of multiple teams because of his attitude. So it just kind of makes sense why he's in this trouble. You don't expect somebody to be in this type, but you could kind of tell he was always going to have some issues because, very emotional guy, very kind of off the rockers, you know what I'm saying? But to see it go to this extent, it's just like, man, you done pissed away like your life and your opportunity, man, just trying to be silly and hard all the time. And I was doing some background search and stuff, and I seen that he got like 7 kids, 4 baby moms, owed like $2 million in jewelry and different loans that he took out. So I think he's hurting financially, but yeah, for him to even like leave the country because he got into some trouble in a scuffle and go to Dubai, and it's like, man, you got kids and stuff, man. So just a piece of shit, honestly, when you start looking at it, where it's just like, damn, man, like when are people gonna start growing up? Especially when you have like, you were given that type of opportunity. It's like, man, you should have separated a little bit from the street shit, trying to be tough and worry about your family and your legacy. Cause it's like, man, you done created like 7 kids now, man. And now when you get locked up, it's just, cause I've seen the charges for this whole like 15 years or the max could go up to 15 years. So it's like, man, now that you left the country, they're going to add on to that type of stuff. So it's just like, man, you kind of guys like this, it's just like, man, you mess up your money, your legacy, your kids got to pay the price cause of your stupidity. So it's just sad to see all around this stuff. But let me go ahead and play the video.
Well, after nearly 6 months on the run, detectives have found former NFL star Antonio Brown. Brown was wanted for attempted murder after police say he shot at someone during an amateur boxing event. NBC6's Nico Clemens is live in Miami. And Nico, where exactly did police find Brown?
Well, Trina, Miami police say after months of searching, investigators found Brown in the Middle East. U.S. Marshals have brought him back to the U.S. and detectives will bring him here to Miami to face charges. This right here is the warehouse where police say Brown got into a fight and then fired those shots.
Back up, Pop! Pop, back up!
Months after police say he pulled the trigger, investigators found and arrested former NFL star Antonio Brown in Dubai. Miami police say he was wanted for attempted murder.
Pop, back up!
Detectives say in May, Brown shot at someone at a boxing event in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood. An arrest warrant says Brown got into a fight with a man. Moments later, gunshots.
We had all these witnesses.
And real quick, so like, man, when you hit a magnitude in life, man, and you got some celebrity status, it's like, man, it's all right not to go back to, because I think he might be from around that area, but it's just like, man, you ain't got shit to prove to nobody, man. You done hit the heights. And I don't know what it is, man, with like minorities, man, where even when we hit those heights, man, we feel like we got to go back and still prove like our manliness. And it's just like, man, just stay away from that shit, man. You ain't got nothing to prove. You done made it, man. Like, it's all right to go to nice places and hang out and stuff, and change your scenery, man, so you don't get pulled into like certain things. Cause like he went to this, amateur boxing thing, then got in a fight. Cause, whoever said whatever to whoever, how that exchange happened. It's just like, man, you got sucked into some stuff and now you're shooting off in the air and everything goes down. So now you in trouble, man. So like now you got to get the lawyer, spend all that money. You got to, you don't went to Dubai, all that shit. So it's just like, man, now you had money struggles to begin with. Now you just sucked yourself down even more. So now whatever years you got to serve because of the stupidity, man, it don't add up, man. So yeah, it's just like, people, man, being that tough and trying to have that tough guy image, it don't pay off, man. People are always gonna try you because of that image. It's all right to move away. Like, I think sometimes people be like, "Oh, I ain't gonna be no punk. I'm not gonna move." Man, damn all that. You know what? Sometimes it's smart to get away from, you know, the old neighborhood and stuff like that. Ain't no issue with it. We gotta start making that cool. Like, nah, man, put your time, your resources, be tough for your family. Fuck everybody else, you know.
Witnesses that pointed their finger at Antonio Brown.
Someone later recorded a video that appears to show him in handcuffs. However, investigators say when they searched Brown, they didn't find a gun on him or anyone who was hurt, so they let him go. Investigators say they later watched surveillance and cell phone videos, which showed Brown grabbing a gun off a security officer and going towards the man he just fought. The other man later told detectives Brown shot at him. Miami police say while Brown was on the run, he posted videos to social media.
He was kind of like taunting us, like saying, "Hey, I'm safe here," you know, and that's what we interpreted from those videos. But you know what? He was laughing then. We're getting the last laugh.
A search that lasted.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, first of all, you're a celebrity, so everybody doesn't know who you are, especially if you're from that area. Man, they can be like, yeah, that's so-and-so. Then they recording you because you a celebrity. Now you posting shit, kind of validating what happened. So it's like, man, they're going to hit you with the max. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think the charges go up to like 15 years. So it's like, man, you're going to get a big portion of that because your cockiness, that ego and shit, taunting people. So it's like, man, the only person that loses is yourself and your family. It's all because you want to prove some shit to some people, man. This is why this stuff is just getting sad, man, and just stupid.
Months now ends with detectives preparing to bring Brown back to Miami to face charges.
No matter who you are, what power or what money you have, if you commit a crime in the city of Miami, we're going to identify you, we're going to locate you, and we're going to bring you to justice.
So right now, Brown isn't here in South Florida. He's in New Jersey. That's where U.S. Marshals brought him. But again, detectives will bring him here. We will let you know when that happens and when he has to face those attempted murder charges. Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.
Yeah, see, shit be sad when you see it. Nah, instead of trying to be tough to everybody, man, join like a boxing, kickboxing, you know, some form of martial arts. Go be tough in that ring, man. That's where you prove where you tough at, man. And I think more men got to get like that instead of trying to prove it to everybody and getting yourself in trouble, man. Because ain't nothing tough when you got to go behind them bars, man, and you losing out on financial opportunities and your family suffer. So yeah, that's why I show these videos, man, because I'm big on like legacy and trying to change that image and stuff. So it's just like, man, destruction don't got to be tough, you know. Like I said, there's other ways to prove your toughness, man. Go hop in that ring, man. You know, like I said, there's multiple different forms. Go train, have that discipline to do it. You know, a lot of people don't want to go that route because, you know, sometimes you get exposed when you get in that ring and it, you know, that a lot of people don't want to follow through with that type of stuff. But, you know, it's way better than going that route that, you know, Antonio Brown did, where he's damn near filming his own demise, and now you got to spend a ton of money to try to get yourself out of it. But like that cop said, he's like, shit, you want to laugh at us? He's like, hey, we gonna get you in the long run. So this is kind of what it's summing up to be. Like he's gonna have to pay that price. But all right, y'all, man, I'm out of here. Peace.